Good morning, everybody. It's day number 9 this morning. We're heading to Tomar, which is the end of this leg, just over 10 k's away. So, yeah, let's go. I was the only one staying in the alburgue last night, so that was nice. There's olive trees everywhere, like everywhere. And yesterday, every little town I walked through, people were harvesting the olive trees. But every time I take one off and try and bite into it, it's so sour and definitely not ripe. So I don't know what I'm getting wrong, but anyway, let's go. So I've seen so many pomegranate trees growing, and then this fruit, which is not an apple, don't be deceived. Here in Portugal, it's something else. It looks like a dimply apple, but it's not an apple. How cool. Okay, so remember I told you about the fruit in Portugal that looks like an apple, but it's not. So there was a bunch of these fruits hanging in the path, so I picked one. Looks like an apple, right? But it's not. It's called a persimmon. A Fayas persimmon. It can be consumed like an apple and is even known as an Eastern apple in some regions. It has a sweet and distinctive taste and is often eaten as a bite, like an apple. It's also widely used and... Let me try that again. It is also widely used in ice cream, in natural juices, with yogurt and salads and other roasted, or even roasted with cinnamon. Sorry, I can't talk this morning. So, let's taste it, shall we? First of all, those are fire trucks. I hope wherever they're going, everyone's all right. Second of all, I'm not sure if this is 100% ripe, first of all. But if I had to base it on that first bite, it's quite sweet. Definitely has a different type of texture than an apple. Definitely sweeter, but overall pretty nice. Go! Let's keep going. Alright, so I have a few things that I'd like to do in Tomar today. That's the plan. One, I need to go to the Farmitica and get myself some more blister plasters. And then I am thinking of trying an idea regarding the weight of my backpack. So, as mentioned before, I'm carrying roughly about 14 kgs on my back, as opposed to the average 8 kgs that most pilgrims carry. Excuse my sniffing. And I was thinking what I'd like to try is there are a few items of clothing that I'm only going to need in December when it's winter and cold. So like beanie, down jacket, items like that. There's also the airline pillow I don't need to actually carry in my backpack. And they did advise to, obviously, from just watching other pilgrims, they packed 2 pairs of clothing, one to wear, one to wash. But I've literally been living in this one outfit. I haven't even touched the other one since starting. And then my sleeping clothes I've been using. So that's only the clothes I have been using. So everything else, I feel the need to put in a little parcel and package it to Porto. Porto is the halfway mark between Lisbon and Santiago Compostela, which I'm going to stay there for a few days. So I thought of packaging those few items and sending it to the alburgue that I'm staying in Porto. There's a couple of other items that I haven't touched that are in my bag that I'm going to post as well. So that's the idea. Let's see if that helps in any way. And that's the plan for today. Alright, let's go. I'm having a good giggle here because as I'm walking and I pass people on the road, in the beginning I was like, buenos dias, you know. And yeah, I would get a soft response here and there. Or a little wave, you know, courteous wave. Nothing too out of the ordinary. But I did notice that their response was not the same. It was bon dia, not buenos dias, which is what I've been saying. So their response was bon dia, which just kind of feels like they're cutting up a couple of the sounds there. But anyway, so then I started rather saying that. Instead of buenos dias, I'm saying bon dia. And the response is quite a bit more now. I'm saying bon dia, and I get very energetic. Good mornings, you know. Bon dia. Hands up, you know. Very interesting. Right. I'm in the town of Tomar, and now I'm going to go and find my alburgue. Yay! Bad news, unfortunately, the post offices are only open on Monday. So there goes that idea. This is my little bed for tonight. Little bathroom. Okay, so I tried that hostel down there, and that was fully booked. And they had a group that had come in on Tuesday that's only leaving tomorrow. It is Saturday. So then I tried. It's not really an albergue, but nevertheless, this guy had a room, so I'm staying here. So